Hello YouTube, Film Buff 06 here, coming your way with another review slash rant, this time on a little comedy film called Drillbit Taylor, which was released in 2008, directed by Steven Brill, was written by Seth Rogen and, surprisingly, the late great John Hughes, and was produced by Judd Apatow himself. Shit, even the mention of his name. Right, one of the problems I've got with Judd Apatow is that like Michael Bay, he churns hundreds of millions of dollars in making and revels in making rubbish movies, in making rubbish comedy movies. I mean, he's churned out crap like Anchorman, 40-Year-Old Virgin, Knocked Up, Superbad, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Step Brothers, Pineapple Express, Year One, Funny People, Get Him to the Greek, Bridesmaids, which was actually quite good, Zookeeper, 5-Year Engagement, This Is 40, Wanderlust, stuff like that. I mean, he is like the Michael Bay of comedy. He is sort of John Hughes's very own Valeyard. I mean, he is what John Hughes would have been if he made stuff like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, or The Breakfast Club, or Weird Science, or even the first Home Alone film made those types of movies absolute shit. I mean, I really, really hate the guy. I just don't get his appeal. But anyway, the plot of Drillbit Taylor is basically just a total rip-off of Superbad. What happens is that these three dorky kids that are sort of caricatures of certain characters from Superbad, you know, played by, Michael Cera and Jonah Hill and the like. And one of them being played by David Dorfman, who if you don't know who David Dorfman is, he's the young kid who played Naomi Watts' son in the Ring films. His character in this, I just found to be utterly annoying, so goddamn annoying that he would even make Jar Jar Binks scream in pain. But anyway, these three dorky kids are getting bullied by these two otherwise puny high schoolers, and they have all sorts of crazy sadistic shit done to them, like being called Siamese queers, getting their laptops or cameras destroyed, being strapped to a chair and then getting whizzed around the corridor. What else? Being locked up in a trophy cabinet. Just crazy shit like that. They turn to and then they try to tell the school principal what they're going through, but the school principal goes, "Enjoy your school life, shut the fuck up, because I don't give a shit about what you're going through," which is one thing about this film that pisses me off royally, because adults, whether it be your school principals or your teachers or your parents or the police, they not only have a job, but they also have a responsibility to protect kids like this, protect kids like those who are being victimized. And and Judd Apatow, if you are watching this video, I mean, if you are a teacher or a school, or if you are a teacher or even a parent, and some random kid or one of your children walks up to you and says, "I've been bullied really, really badly," and then your response to that would be, "You know what? Shut the fuck up, enjoy your school life, and I don't give a shit about what you're going through," then I say fuck you, on that, because you must be on crystal meth. You must be on crystal meth, because your kids would have been so scarred for life that eventually down the road they would either grow up to either become serial killers or mass murderers. They will become inmates in a lunatic asylum, or even become manic depressives and commit suicide. That's what pisses me off about that aspect of that film. Anyway, those dorky kids say they have had enough, and they decide to hire a bodyguard to take care of the bullies, and in comes Owen Wilson, who plays Drillbit Taylor, who's this homeless ex-US army soldier who is trying to get some money so that he can go off to Canada. So what Drillbit does is that he accepts this job and he uses it only as an opportunity to rip off the kids' money in order to do so, and that's it, because all that happens is the predictable, kids against bullies, against all odds, the underdog overcomes all obstacles, and I know this is rambling, but but it's just predictable stuff. There's just nothing that I can say about this movie at all. Literally nothing, because it's just badly written. Other than it's just badly written, even John Hughes seems to have known even the late great John Hughes seems to know what a piece of shit this was, which is why he changed his pen name to Edmond Dantes in the credits to Edmond Dantes, and taken from the name of the main character in The Count of Monte Cristo, and it disheartens me to think that this was the last screenwriting credit he had before his untimely death in August 2009. Now it's badly written. It's rottenly directed by Steven Brill, who is a shit director anyway. It is acted by people whose utter blandness and just complete lack of acting ability is akin to getting a branch of IKEA and just biting the edge of a table. That's how bad the acting is. Although Owen Wilson does do a decent job, and Leslie Mann, I would have to say, is pretty wasted in her role. I mean, the earliest childhood memory I have of Leslie Mann is when she played Ursula Stanhope in George of the Jungle, which I still quite like today. It's very to me that film is entertaining, but to think that she's now married to Judd Apatow, a guy that I just cannot stand whatsoever, just makes me sad, really. That's just all that I'm going to say about this film. There's just absolutely nothing, and just in conclusion, I'm just gonna have to give this just 1 out of 10. The one being due to Owen Wilson's decent performance, and that's just being incredibly generous, because I just hate this movie. It's a piece of shit. Now feel free to comment below and let me know what you think. Plus feel free to subscribe to my channel. And until my next video, which will be my review for closing out Classic Doctor Who week, Black Orchid. Do take care, everyone, and goodbye.